What is up, guys? What is up? Let me make sure this is all good. Hold on one second. Can you guys hear me over there? So we have the Bitcoin halving coming up pretty soon, less than a half hour. It's kind of hard to tell because all the websites displaying the time for the halving are getting like overloaded right now. And some websites say different times, and it's hard to tell exactly when. But it's coming up, guys. It's coming up. You know, the halving is not really an event that has an immediate effect, right? A lot of the newer people out there into crypto might think that this is something big's about to happen, but that's usually not what it is. It's just, you know, people were just hyped to see that, you know, Bitcoin is doing what it's always been intending to do, which is reduce the block rewards. During the halving, create a little bit more scarcity, increase demand over time, right? Guys, the halving is something that is for the long term, right? It has a long term effect. It's not like a hype event, you know, right now, like something big's about to happen, right? It's not really what it's about. You never really know. I mean, the price could go down after this. You know, we could just trade sideways. It's not really like a crazy event, but I just figured I'd go live anyway just to talk to you guys. Might as well. Let me just post in the Discord here, let everyone know that I am live. I was debating on going live. I hit the live button, forgetting to change the title. I forgot to change the title. I forgot to change the thumbnail. I was like, oh, let me just go live. I just hit live. I was like, oh, right. I had the same live title as the last one. But, yeah, guys, the halving of 2020. Looks like we're probably still hanging around the 25-minute mark, 27-minute mark. Let's go check something else out here. I think, what are we, like 3 blocks away then? I guess it is for Bitcoin here. So I guess once we get to 63,000, or sorry, 630,000, then we should have, the halving should be taking place then, I believe. So, you know, right now, looking at the 30-minute chart, we're just trading sideways, right? The halving is not an event that causes some sort of immediate thing. That's not really, that's not how it works. It's just interesting to see that the halving's taking place, which is why I'm live. So we can turn on a little music as well. Just some like, see what we got. Yep, so Bitcoin just trading sideways. Not all too much going on here for the price of Bitcoin. Again, the halving is not some sort of hype event where the price goes, you know, you never really know. We could trade sideways, we could dump, we could see a little bit of a recovery, but I don't expect much to happen right now. Nothing too significant, at least. You can always see some interesting moves, but it's not really like a pump event or something like that. We're just trading sideways right now, but the halving is going to take place very, very soon, guys. All right, we are 2 blocks away now, guys. We only need 2 more blocks. We need to hit 630,000 blocks. The 630,000th block should be the halving, guys. If Bitcoin's working properly, the halving should take place in 2 blocks. So here we go. 3rd halving in Bitcoin history, guys. Only the 3rd. And we're just a few minutes away, not too far away. 18 minutes now that we had that next block. So we're only, this website's lagging, probably overloaded with users, but CoinMarketCap is showing 18 minutes. 18 minutes, guys. Just found that last block 2 minutes ago. We need 630,000, and then we have the halving. So that means we need 2 more blocks, 2 blocks away. Something weird going on here with the music. No, I think we're good. Just some chill music for the halving. So now we're probably gonna have to wait another 15 minutes for the next block. So we need 2 more blocks. We need this number right here to say 630,000. So let's just bring up the size here. Haven't looked at chat yet. Yeah, so guys, this halving is way more hyped. Way more hyped up, right? Because everyone's aware of Bitcoin now. In 2016, people weren't as aware of Bitcoin. You know, there was not nearly as many people in 2016, so it was a lot less hyped because people were still unsure of what Bitcoin really was and what's the halving and what's going on here. Like, what is this going to do? You know. So this is a lot more hyped up for sure, guys. But again, I don't really expect much to happen, right? If the halving takes place and we see a huge pump, I'd be very surprised. I'd be like, why? Why is that happening, right? Because the halving is it has a long-term effect on Bitcoin, right? It's a long-term effect. It's not a short-term effect. So we'll probably just trade sideways. You never know. Maybe dump, maybe pump. Who knows? Who cares? It's short-term stuff. Long-term, it's very bullish for Bitcoin, though. Yeah, I actually I saw that earlier. I didn't even notice that. If you go from the 3,800 high to the low, 3,858, Bitcoin literally touched the 618 fib extension perfectly right here, guys. Perfect touch off of it. That line right there. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even notice that until earlier. So we got a perfect touch off the 618 fib extension. Right back to the upside there. We'll see how it plays out, though. I mean, Bitcoin loves the 618, guys. From swing low to swing high to 13.8. You know, Bitcoin came back and just bounced straight off the $7,200 level, the 618. Of course, we eventually dumped lower, but so still 2 blocks away, guys. We're 2 blocks away from the Bitcoin halving. About 18 minutes or so. We'll see. You can see the time in between each block here. So 50 minutes, 39 minutes, 27 minutes, 6 minutes. So, you know, probably like 15 minutes from now, we'll see the next one. So we might be here for a little bit, waiting for it to happen. Long term, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. Short term, anything's possible. Long term, I'm very bullish, though. You know, if the stock market sees a major collapse again, for whatever reason, you know, Bitcoin could test lower before getting a break above that downward sloping resistance right here. That's possible. But ultimately, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin moving forward. And I'm very doubtful that we would ever go below 6,400 again, but never say never. Personally, I just think we're very likely, if things were going to get super bearish, we would hold 64.30 and probably create some sort of formation in this range before running up again, right? The weekly volume indication, right? Weekly volume right here, volume levels that exceeded the levels of 20,000. That tells me that we will not be retesting those lows. That was very likely the low, just like that was very likely, or just like that was the top at 20K. And just like we had this volume spike right here, this was the low at 3,100. Just like we had this volume spike at 14K, this was the high at 14K. We never came back to retest, right? So in my opinion, we're not going to go below 38.58. I'm very confident of that. I could be wrong. Extremely doubtful we would ever fall below this again. I'm pretty confident we'll hold above 64.30. Extremely confident we will not retest this. Very confident that we will hold 64.30. And overall, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin long term. And, you know, who knows what's actually going to happen, right? Things can get pretty bullish for Bitcoin, guys, after the halving. Things can get pretty bullish, so always keep that in mind. You know, sometimes it takes a few months for that bull market to really kick in, but things can get bullish after the halving for Bitcoin. Significantly bullish. Being bearish on Bitcoin after the halving, other than maybe short term, being bearish on Bitcoin after the halving is historically a horrible idea. Horrible idea. Short term, yeah, whatever. You could short that dump or something like that, like in 2016. But long term, being bearish on Bitcoin after the halving, horrible idea, right? You want to be ready for the long term, guys. The halving usually ushers in a bullish environment, right? Now, of course, that could be delayed by a stock market downturn. Maybe Bitcoin will trade sideways for much longer than it did in the past. You know, if the stock market sees some sort of major downturn, you never know. Maybe Bitcoin trades sideways for a lot longer, and then by the end of the year, we start moving up. Anything's possible, right? But, you know, ultimately after the halving, things do get quite bullish. Things do get quite bullish. Let's bring up stock to flow, because we do generally follow stock to flow. So, you know, from here on out after the halving, whether we have short-term dumps or whatever, or short-term pumps even, I think we'll probably end up trading sideways for the good part of the next few months, and hopefully eventually get that confirmation above 10,500. Could take a few months to actually get above 10,500, and then ultimately look to break above 15,000 by the end of the year. That's kind of how I see this right now, right? So generally, you know, ideally we get higher lows in sideways action going into the next few months. And then eventually, after the next few months, we break above 10,500. This is an accumulation zone, guys. This is a long-term accumulation zone. We're seeing huge hedge funds. Guys, people that are smarter than you, people that are smarter than me, that run billion-dollar funds, are buying Bitcoin right now, okay? So put your opinions aside and just look at what the big money is doing. They're buying Bitcoin. Forget about your opinion for a second. Look at what follow the money, right? Billion-dollar funds are now looking at Bitcoin. Just trading sideways, you know, a lot of indecision, a lot of uncertainty, because in the chat right now we have, like, you know, you have people like me that are long-term bullish on Bitcoin post-halving. You have people in the chat that are saying, oh, big dumps are coming or whatever. You know, everyone's just saying everything right now. Everyone's just throwing out their opinions. Market's seeing indecision. People are unsure about short-term. Right, short term, it's really insignificant to me. I don't really care too much. I don't really care if we dump down to 7,700 or if we pump back above 9,100. If we dump, I'll just be accumulating more. Because I am very bullish on crypto long term post halving. Regardless of like, you know, whatever happens here and here and here, I'm not trading leverage, therefore I cannot get wrecked, right? I'm not a leverage, therefore I cannot get wrecked. I don't panic sell, therefore I cannot get wrecked. Because I have a strong conviction that cryptocurrencies and blockchain are the future. And here we go, guys. 1 minute ago, that's it. That's it, guys. I think that's it. Bitcoin halving just took place. Block 630,000. I believe that is it, guys. I believe that is it. The Bitcoin halving did just take place, I believe. It happened. It happened. The halving took place, guys. So this is going to be pretty interesting now for miners, right? Miners are getting less rewards for mining. And immediately, they get less rewards. They're getting rewarded less immediately after the halving. It just happened. Halving complete. David Kim coming in with the 10, guys. Halving complete. Miners with the immediate reduction of rewards. So, what does that mean, guys? It means that miners have less Bitcoin to sell, right? They're getting rewarded less Bitcoin. So they don't have as much Bitcoin to dump on the market, which is why the halving is historically very bullish. Guys, definitely smash that like button because we just completed the third halving in Bitcoin history. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's pump those likes, pump those subs. I wasn't even planning on going live. I actually accidentally went live with the wrong title, wrong thumbnail, but I just decided to go live just because it is the third halving ever. And here we are, guys. We made it. We made it to the third halving. Bitcoin is not dead. Bitcoin is alive and well. Everything's going great. The blockchain's running perfectly. It's doing what it's supposed to do, as Satoshi intended. And everything is running smooth for the Bitcoin network. Miners now receiving less block rewards, meaning that they have less Bitcoin to sell on the market. This is bullish. Guys, let's get at least 200 likes. Why are we not? We have 600 people watching, which means we should have 600 likes. This is the third halving in Bitcoin history. Everything's running smooth, guys. Bitcoin's not dead. JD Ree, I'm not sure if I said that correctly. He says, I don't feel any different. Well, you don't feel different, but the miners definitely do, guys, because they will immediately make less money. So the miners definitely are starting to feel, they're going to start to feel a little different now, right? And they're going to have less Bitcoin to sell onto the market. So this is good. This is good, guys, for us speculators looking for, you know, another bull market, right? Again, like as I've been saying, let me see here for a sec. It's always hard to tell exactly what's going to happen, right? It's always hard to tell exactly what's going to happen, but if the stock market sees some sort of major downturn again, which some people are anticipating that this is a dead cat bounce, the stock market's going to drop again. Who knows? Who knows if Fed's printing money? It's hard to tell. It's likely that we could sell off in the stock market again. If that happens, you know, maybe we trade sideways for the better part of the rest of the year, right? Maybe we create a large-scale higher-low structure where we do see major dumps and major pumps, and we trade sideways and eventually work our way back up to that $10,500 level and hopefully looking to get bullish into the end of the year. You know, who knows what the timing on this is going to be. You know, I'm looking for close to 15,000 end of year. If the stock market sees a major downturn, that could delay it a little bit. But I'm looking for a price appreciation for Bitcoin going into the end of the year. In between then, major dumps, major pumps, major dumps, major pumps, anything's possible. Who knows how this is going to play out, right? Who knows? We just had the third halving in Bitcoin history. It's a little bit unpredictable. Miners are getting less rewards. It's you know, this hasn't happened in many years. So we'll see what the market does. We'll see what the whales want to do. We'll see what the miners want to do. We'll see what they do going into the next few weeks. It'll be quite interesting, guys. But this is it. Bitcoin halving took place. Let's see when the next block comes in post halving here. Again, guys, the point I'm driving home right now is miners will have less Bitcoin to dump. This is bullish. Once again, shout out to JDRE and shout out to David Kim for those donations. I've been skipping most of chat right now. I've just been talking. JD was saying, I don't feel any different because we just had the halving. Because I don't feel any different, but I was saying, yeah, the miners do though. The miners are going to feel different. Guys, congratulations. Pat yourselves on the back. You've survived up until the third Bitcoin halving. You're a survivor. You're here. Bitcoin is not dead. Everything's working great. And we're gonna have to have patience. We're gonna have to see what the market wants to do. Short term, anything can happen. Just kind of trading sideways, a little bit of indecision here. I personally don't really mind which direction we go at this point. If we dump, I'll be accumulating more. If we go up, great. I don't really care all too much about short term here. NGN Grima says, Kevin, I love how much you love Bitcoin. I guess my enthusiasm is shining through the stream here. David, keep it on the DL. Yeah, if we do go lower though, I think I'll be accumulating probably. Okay, so this person says Sony Money says I just got effed right now going 100x long on BitMEX. I quit. Yes, stop trading leverage. Guys, if you haven't watched my video, for all of you out there that are getting destroyed on leverage, for all of you guys out there that are just getting wrecked and you have no idea what you're doing with your trades and you don't know what you're doing, you need to watch the video that I put out today. You need to watch it because it is essential for you as a crypto market participant to figure out what your purpose in the crypto market is, how you're going to approach the market. Do you have a plan? Like, you need to watch that video right there. And you need to get the message I'm sending you if you want to survive for the next few years, right? Like for the next bull market. If you want to survive, watch that video, right? For people like Sony that are getting destroyed, I mean, you got to get your act together. Stop gambling, right? Don't go 100x. The 100x button is there so that you get wrecked, right? That 100x button is there so that the exchange makes money. That's the purpose of the 100x button or whatever. You bring it up to 100x, that is there so that the exchange makes money. It's not a viable position to take. It is there so you lose. That's what it's for, right? The higher you go in leverage, the more likely you are to lose. You got to get your act together, guys. Watch today's video. It has a very similar thumbnail. I'm probably going to change the thumbnail of this stream after. I didn't really have time to come up with a thumbnail. I kind of just put live right in the middle of it. I'll change it after I'm done here, but guys, watch that video from today because I don't even really go over prices that much. I just talk about my mindset and my approach, and I ask you guys some pretty critical questions. All right, let's see what block we're on right now. Let's refresh. We're still on the halving block, 630,000. So yeah, guys, historic moment for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin protocol is working great. The fact that Bitcoin is trading at 8,500 means that, one, Bitcoin's not dead. I mean, that's it. That's actually the only point I wanted to make. People are paying $8,500 per Bitcoin right now. It's perfect. Everything that's happened for Bitcoin so far is perfect. Everything's working out. And in that video that I posted today, it's pretty much, we're doing like pretty much what we do in all the other halving cycles. It's just a little different right now because there's a little bit more of a little bit longer of an accumulation phase, or a little bit longer of a reaccumulation phase. And we have a little bit longer period of downward sloping price action because of the global pandemic that we just went through. So the reaccumulation phase of this halving is longer than others. That's because Bitcoin cycles do get longer over time. Also, we have this global pandemic, which caused another crash in the price of Bitcoin. But overall, in general, things are moving pretty much how they should, guys. Everything's, long-term, things look fine to me. Bob Gasper says $2. Isn't Bitcoin currently trading below all MA levels? No, it's not. Are we? We should be still above the 200-day, right? Pull up the 200-day moving average. No, actually, no. Okay, well, if you're looking at the, if you're looking at the small time frames, then, I don't know what you're looking at. Maybe it is. I don't really care about those short-term time frames. I'm looking for the long-term here, guys. We're above the 200-day moving average for Bitcoin. We're above the 200-day for Bitcoin right now. I'm just answering someone's question. And we're actually also above. Let's go with, we'll just go with red here. Actually, I usually make 21 EMA blue. I'll just keep it blue. So we're above 200-day moving average, and we're also above the 21-week EMA, guys. Right? So we're above the 21-week EMA. We're above the 200-week moving average. We're also above the 200-day moving average, right? And we're also at the 21-day moving average. So we're above some keys. We're above some key moving averages still. I don't know what that viewer was saying. Guys, also, be sure to hop in our Discord channel. We got a cool community growing in the Discord. Also, we have 842 people watching right now, which means we should have at least 800 likes on the video. And we should be gaining some subs right now. Definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. So what do we got here? Do we have a new... Still waiting for the next block. Yeah, again, a lot of people are super focused right now on like short term. They're like, oh my God, are we gonna dump? Oh my God, are we gonna pump? Oh my God, and it's like, I honestly couldn't care less. I couldn't care less right now. I'm just happy that we got to the third halving. I'm just happy that Bitcoin is still trading at 8,500. Awesome price to be at for the third halving, considering we were at what price was it? Just a few, 300-400. I forget exactly what the price was last halving. 400-500. So fantastic gains from second halving to third halving. Huge gains, right? Let's just measure that up, actually. So that took place about right here. We're up, 1,200% since the last halving. 1,200%. I mean, awesome, right? Awesome growth for Bitcoin from one halving to the next. I cannot wait to see what happens for the next halving, guys. Cannot wait. I'm here for the long term. I'm not trading leverage. I'm accumulating for the long term, building good long-term positions so I can prepare for the future of finance and ride these positions into the future. So I feel great about everything that's going on right now. Guys, I'm just talking about from the one halving to the next, right? I'm not talking about the low. I'm talking about like the day of the halving to the next day, or to the the day of the halving to the next day, the next halving. It looked like it was about 1,200%. I mean, guys, you never really know. Okay, a lot of people are looking at the last halving and they're saying, well, we crashed 30%, so that means we're going to crash 30% again. And it's like, well, not necessarily, right? It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. But like here, this is that parabolic advance that we had for that last halving right here, right? And we had this quick dip down, right? People are saying, oh, it's going to happen again. But it's like, well, we had a huge breakout going into the halving. We had a huge breakout, really bullish price action. We were breaking above highs here, highest prices we'd seen on the Coinbase exchange at the time, and then we dump and we drop 30%. Hold the upward sloping trend and continue up. Right now, a little different, guys, right? It seemed for a while like Bitcoin was remaining above an upward sloping trend, and it seemed like for a while that we were actually going to be looking to move up going into the halving, right? But we had a global pandemic, the price crashed, and now we're just rebounding back up. I don't know. I wouldn't expect all too much bearishness. Could we drop 30%? I mean, completely possible. Of course we could. Of course we could. But as long as we hold above 64.30, I mean, from a macro long-term structure, that's still acceptable, right? As long as we're holding above 64.30, I mean, that's still like an acceptable level to hold before breaking above the downward sloping trend. I'm just thinking about this very long term. It would be a great area to accumulate once again, and we would also be kind of just coming back up to the 200 week moving average as well, getting this close to it. But again, you never know, guys. We already had a huge dump, so things don't really, we could just see more sideways action, more consolidation. It's hard to tell. This is the third halving in Bitcoin history. We just had a huge global crisis, the worst stock market drop in since Bitcoin was created. There's a lot of factors right now that make it a little bit less predictable. A little bit less predictable. Someone says, Kevin, what is your advice for poor people? Just average in with the money that you can average in with. I mean, this is not financial advice, but just average in. If you buy a little bit of Bitcoin, whatever you can do, doesn't matter how much it is, doesn't matter if it's like $1, doesn't matter if it's $5, doesn't matter if it's $20. You get a little bit of Bitcoin. If the price goes down a little bit, whatever you have, you could put it in. You could put it in at the next low, right? Just average in. That's the only thing you can do, right? I mean, I had some person contact me recently and they were like, Kevin, I don't have that much money, therefore I'm using leverage. And I was like, I don't know if that's really the best idea. If you don't have that much money, why are you risking that on leverage? But that's just me, though. I mean, yeah, some people in the chat are saying they just got wrecked by going 100x long right when the halving happened, thinking that it was going to moon. When, if you were here at the beginning of this stream, what I said at the very beginning was the halving is not an immediate event. The halving has never made Bitcoin moon immediately. This never happened. It has never made Bitcoin dump immediately. It's never happened. Especially not the minute of the halving, guys. Nothing's going to happen, right? This is a long-term effect on Bitcoin. Miners now have less Bitcoin to dump on the market. Miners now have less Bitcoin. They're being rewarded with less Bitcoin. Therefore, they have less Bitcoin to sell, which ultimately allows for price appreciation. Sony, do not use 100x ever again. That is financial advice. Never use 100x ever. That is financial advice. Never use it. Why? So Bronx says, why isn't Bitcoin mooning? I thought we were going to a 100K tonight. Guys, the Bitcoin halving has never been immediately bullish. It's never been like, oh, now we are going up because of the halving. That's never happened before. Okay? That's not... It happened a little bit closer to the first halving, but if you watch the beginning of the stream, I literally said in the beginning, I don't think anything's going to happen. Right? There's no reason why the price would moon right now. There's actually no reason. The reason why the price gets bullish after the halving, over the next few months and few years, is because miners are selling less Bitcoin on the market. Because they're getting rewarded less. This is why the halving is bullish. Long term, not short term. We're talking months, years, right? CZR1, I think you are a patron. I'm going to add you to the. I'm going to give you a mod position. He says I predict 20K by December 2017. Wait, I predict 20K by December 2017. I thought I didn't realize you were at 2017. What? That's an amazing prediction. Infdot says we love you, Kevo. You the real Bitcoin wizard. I appreciate that. Atypical predicts $1 million Bitcoin by 1992. Wow. I don't have the hash rate pulled up right now. Let's see here. Guys, let me know in the chat. I'm going to ask a really general question. If you feel good about the halving right now, click 1. If you feel bad about it, click 2. Let's see what the chat says for that. All right, let's see. Whoa, the comments are just flying in for this one. Oh wait, no, it's because I clicked on it. Mostly 1. So most people feel good. Most people feel good about the halving. Also, John Wayne coming in with another $5 of food money, and he says, if you pooped your pants, would you tell anyone? If I did? No, probably not. I probably wouldn't. John Wayne coming in with another $5 of food money. It's an inside joke. But it could be true. Matt McKay says, Kevin Love Your Wizards was hoping you could take advantage of this exposure to inform people about live Bitcoin giveaway scams on YouTube. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. Well, first off, all you guys out there, hit the like button on this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. We do lives like this every so often. I've released regular videos. I got a Discord channel you can join as well. But yeah, guys, for all of you guys that are watching this stream, very important. There's a lot of scams on YouTube right now. If you see a live stream that says giveaway, like crypto giveaway, if you see that and it says like send crypto to this wallet and you'll get back this much, it is an absolute scam. Nothing is free, guys. There is no giveaway. There is no giveaway. Don't trust giveaways. There's never going to be a giveaway unless it's from a trusted source, right? Somebody that you actually know. And even then it could be a scam. But I'm saying, like, if there's a live stream that says crypto giveaway and it says send crypto to this wallet, that is a scam. Never send your crypto away. Do not do that. You will get nothing in return. You will lose all of your crypto. This is going out for all the new people that are watching the stream. So anytime you see like Elon Musk crypto giveaway, that's fake. Bill Gates crypto giveaway, that's fake. Whatever, Tesla, SpaceX crypto giveaway, that's fake. It's all fake. Just so you know, for all the new people out there, do not get wrecked. That is actually pretty important to say. So we have Alpine Como Alpine in here, says, what's your next target for Bitcoin? Well, again, guys, I'm not really too keen on, like, trying to predict the short-term move post-halving. It's hard to say. It's the third halving ever. Short-term, who knows, right? It does look like, if you're looking at the 1 hour chart, it does look like we are finding support. So I think there is some positive sentiment for Bitcoin right now. We have the third halving. If everything looks good for the Bitcoin network, then maybe there's going to be some positivity, whatever. I don't know. Seems like there's a little bit of support coming in. We'll see what actually happens. But again, it's really just sideways right now. It's really just sideways. I guess technically the next target is right here. The next target, guys, that's very likely to hit is 88.50. There you go. But yeah, guys, okay, in all seriousness, what I want to see right now is Bitcoin get above 9,100. I need Bitcoin to get if we can get above 9,100, I'm going to feel good about that, right? So because that is the previous resistance in this range. That is also going to be coming in around where the downward sloping support is currently coming in. So if we get above it and we can hold it, that's good, right? This downward sloping resistance that you see right here on the chart is actually the long-term downward sloping resistance. I mean, look at the weekly candle right now, guys. Right, we're actually holding these levels. If the price can continue up from here, I mean, that would be awesome, right? We would have like one weekly candle bearish and then hold above the 21-week EMA, which is something I discussed in my bearish scenarios in my video. Maybe we can hold this level and break out, get above that 2-year-long downward sloping resistance. This is the most bullish scenario I can think of, and this is obviously ideal. But we'll see, right? As long as we're above this 21-week EMA, guys, as I've said in most of my videos, as long as we're above this, I feel pretty good. We can do whatever we want in this range. I don't really care. If we're above the 21-week EMA, that's pretty good. That's really good performance, actually. John Wayne coming in with another 5. If you tip him, we will moon. Well, I didn't say that, but I appreciate the 5 there, John. Another 5 of lunch money. Yo, also, what I did say was if we get likes, we moon, right? So the more likes we get, the higher the price goes. That's the rule for my streams. I'm just kidding. Right now, I have no idea. Usually I go live when Bitcoin's making moves, and if I'm feeling bullish, I usually call out certain like targets to get a breakout. And for the last 2 streams, we broke 700 likes and we broke above 8,500 during that run. And then we broke above 1,000. Sorry, we broke above 1,000 likes, and we broke like 90. I guess 9,500, or what was it? I forget. We broke above 2 major resistances right when we hit our like targets on the stream, which was pretty funny. No promises though. So look at this, guys. We're getting these major wicks right now. This is pretty interesting. Look at the 4-hour chart. These major wicks. So we come back to 8,100, we get a wick, we get bought up. Come back to 8,260, we get a wick, we get bought up. Then we come back to 8,190, a wick and bought straight back up. Now this wick is taking place after the halving now. So since the halving took place, we've been on a little bit of a bounce. Nothing significant though. Nothing very significant. Anything can still happen in the short term, guys. So yeah, people are saying in the chat buying the dip. You know, one thing that I always tell people that I think is very important, and especially if you're trading long term, or actually it doesn't. I mean, yeah, it's more for long term people. Always assume that the market could go lower, right? Always assume that the market could go lower, no matter what you do. And this is again for long-term focused people. Always assume that the market could go lower, which means that if you're going to buy this dip right now, I'm not saying you should, I'm just as an example, if you're buying this dip right now, assume the market could go lower. And if you assume the market could go lower, then that means you'll probably be putting less money into the market rather than just having the irrational thought where you're like, oh, this is the low and we're just going to moon from here forever, right? That like irrational thought that people have, that they're like, if this is the low, I'll miss out. Just relax. Just assume the market could go lower. If you're accumulating right here and you're assuming the market could go lower, then you're going to have less, you're going to have money on the side, right? You'll have more money ready to go. You'll buy a little bit of Bitcoin, you'll have money on the side ready to go in case it goes lower. And if it goes lower, you take that money and you buy more. That's why you should always assume the market could go lower. That way you'll be able to create better positions. Yeah, I like this scene right here, the beach. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, if you're here for the long term and you just, no matter what you do, you always assume the market could go lower. Even if you're bullish, always assume the market could go lower, because then you're always prepared for downside. You're always ready with a capital ready to go on the side, that in case it does go lower, you have more to invest. Even if you're extremely bullish on the market, always assume the market could go lower, and you will be ready for whatever comes. His says, Kevin, thoughts on AI? I think that AI is going to usher in the biggest transformation in human history. It's going to change our economy. It's going to change the way that we travel, and it's going to change just everything. It's going to change our biology eventually. Huge transformation incoming. So yeah, we're kind of just turning sideways here. we're getting bought up. This is interesting. We're getting bought up here. I mean, we're seeing a lot of wicks right along this level. What is our, okay, so from like our last major swing low at 64.50 to swing high here on the 4-hour chart, we tested the 50% retrace and we're holding that. We're getting a lot of wicks off the 50% retrace. So this is getting interesting. Again, short term, I don't really care too much about what happens. If we hold the 200-day moving average, let's go back to the 200 or the daily. If we hold the 200-day moving average and this daily goes if this daily closes nice and bullish, if we can close this daily candle above 9100, that's actually very bullish. So if this daily candle can get a close above 9100, awesome, right? We have still 4 hours to go. That would be very bullish. We could actually see continuation after that. But if we close below 9100, then, you know, who knows? Maybe we come back to retest 8000 again, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see. Just looking at chat. Sorry, guys. Well, let's see what questions we got in the chat here. Sorry. Reverse head and shoulders? Inverse head and shoulders? What do you mean? I guess you're looking at the lower time frames or something? I don't know. No, I guess not. This is not an inverse head and shoulders at all. Not on the lower time frames. This is just Bitcoin finding support above 8100 and getting some wicks back up, holding the 50% retrace from 6430, right? I mean, I don't really see any formation right now, right? This is just like the halving uncertainty, right? A lot of uncertainty here, just trading sideways, market not sure what's going on. And now the halving took place, so we'll see what the market decides to do, right? I mean, think about it. Think about it, guys. The market was just trading sideways all the way until we went into the halving here for the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 4-hour candles. So we were the market was uncertain. The market was kind of just going up and down, up and down. What are we going to do? What's happening here? What are the whales going to do? No one is really sure. Still, we're trading sideways. Let's see. Still no new block. What would be the change now? Does anyone know the block time right now? I haven't even thought about this yet. If anyone knows, put it in the chat. Polynesia, USA, welcome back to the stream. Coming with a 2 and says thank you. I appreciate you as well. All right, there we go, guys. We got the new block. We got it. 1 minute ago, 630,001. 630,001. So about 1 minute ago, we completed the first block after the halving. So guys, this is it. We're experiencing history in the making right now. This is pretty cool. Again, the halving is not an event that causes major moves initially, not necessarily, but it is a long-term bullish event generally for Bitcoin. That's the point of the halving. That's why it exists, is because it's designed for price appreciation. Miners now have less Bitcoin to sell in the market, and this could allow the price to appreciate to higher prices. Bitcoin is still doing exactly what it's supposed to do for over a decade now. Still doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Yeah, the halving block took place on Ant Pool. Then we have Slush Pool now. Yep, miners only getting paid 6.25 Bitcoin per block now. So they have less Bitcoin to sell on the market. This is bullish. I keep saying this, but it's just bullish. That's the point. That's what Satoshi intended. So we're still just trading sideways, guys, right? We're still just trading sideways. Market indecision. Market's not totally sure what's going to happen. Are miners going to sell again? What are we going to get bought back up with positive sentiment? Who knows? BLI, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna block you. You can't do that. Can somebody block Bill AI? Bill AI? Or whatever. Don't do that. Don't spam shitcoin projects into the chat. I mean, maybe it's a great crypto. I don't know. Anthony M in the chat. What's up, Anthony? Dom says, Kevin, is Bitcoin SV a threat to Bitcoin? Not at all. Not at all. Guys, you got to remember, right? The entire crypto industry is built on Bitcoin. It was built on this Bitcoin, right? The one that's priced at 8,733 right now, Bitcoin Core. Bitcoin was built, the entire crypto industry was built on Bitcoin, right? And still to this day, it holds the most value, and it has the most trading pairs. So the structure of the whole crypto industry is sitting on Bitcoin. If somehow Bitcoin SV was going to take over Bitcoin, the entire industry would be changed. Like everything, like the people who run the exchanges, like the most wealthy people in the industry, like everything changes. So it's very unlikely. Bitcoin is solid, guys. Bitcoin is solid. It holds the most value. We got people spamming the chat. If you spam chat, you're gonna get removed. I think my mods are pretty on top of this right now. What's my opinion on XRP? I'm not a huge fan of it because Ripple admits that they sell XRP onto you. They dump it onto you, the retailer. They dump it on the market to make money for their investors, and then they give that cash to their investors to make money, right? So they are a central organization that holds a ton of XRP, that openly admits that they dump XRP onto the market to make to get cash from you that's buying it so that they can give that cash to their investors. I don't like that model. I mean, why has XRP been seeing lower lows and lower highs for 2 years? Why is that? You got to ask yourself, why is it that XRP has literally just been seeing lower lows and lower highs for 2 years straight? It's because of the way that they operate. Ripple dumps XRP onto the retailer to get cash to give it to their investors. I don't like that. Now, if XRP, let's say there's a huge bump in price. There's a bull market, XRP launches. It does one of these again. What you need to this is possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's totally possible. But what you need to expect is that just like throughout all this area, what you're going to see afterward is you're going to see Ripple dumping on the market again. They're going to be selling on you to give money to their investors. Right? They're going to be dumping again on you. This is why I don't like XRP. They just dump on the market. Lower lows, lower highs. You've made no growth. You've made no gains since the bull run. None. Zero. You're just getting dumped on. It's not great. Someone just came in with a donation. Jazzy Band coming in with a 3. Jazzy Band, you look like you're a model. I feel like it's hard to believe that you're watching this right now. But if you are, you're one of like the 3% of women that are watching my channel. Very small, very small. But I appreciate the donation. Jazzy Band coming in again with a heart with another $1. I think my analytics literally say that it's like 3 to 5% women. But they did say that throughout 2020 there has been a huge increase in females getting involved in crypto this year specifically. So I got to check my analytics again. Yeah, I don't think it's really a model, obviously not, but I have been reading reports that there are an increased number of females getting involved in crypto. And I've noticed there's more female YouTubers now. There's more female crypto YouTubers, right? So that's a whole new demographic that's getting involved in crypto, which is also pretty big. It's a trap. Host Beef says Jazzy Ben is most likely a dude in the basement somewhere in Nebraska. It's possible. We'll just pretend that Jazzy's a real model. But anyway, guys, yeah, so let's check it out. What are we at right now? We're still at... So, guys, we're up to 1 block. So we had the halving, and there's been 1 block since the halving. So everything's running smooth. Bitcoin's doing what it's supposed to do. You may not feel different, but the miners feel different. Miners are getting paid 6.25 BTC now. So that gives incentive. Sorry, that reduces selling pressure on the market. They have less Bitcoin to dump on the market. Price can appreciate easier going into the future. And then as the price appreciates and miners, you know, once the rewards and the price kind of catch up, then you might see another major sell-off in a major bear market. Girls rule, boys drool, says Elizabeth the Sinistral. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I appreciate the 2. Appreciate the 2. I'm assuming that you are female then. So there's like, my analytics show just a few percent. Wait, what do we got here? Jazzy Band coming in with the 50. It says, "You're amazing." Well, I appreciate it very much. That was extremely generous, coming in with a 50. Jazzy Band coming in, telling me that I'm amazing. Much appreciated, much appreciated. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. It doesn't get any better than streaming, getting a $50 donation, and someone just saying you're amazing. Guys, let's get some thanks in the chat for Jazzy Band. That was pretty epic. Oh Lord, Jazzy Band says I want him to be my baby daddy. All right, this is getting a little too far. Because I don't think you're actually a model, so it might be a little. Let's get a little weird. If you gave me 50 bitcoins, I'd consider it. It's getting weird in the stream right now, guys. So yeah, we're still trading sideways right now. Again, it's the halving. The halving is a long-term bullish event. It is not a short-term bullish event, right? This might be, people might misunderstand this if you're new to crypto, and everyone's hyping up the halving, and you're thinking, if there's any day that we're going to be bullish, it's going to be today, which is actually not true, right? It's just not how it works. Long-term, it's good. Guilty Pleasure, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, Guilty Pleasure. I'm going to drop you a mod position because you watched all of my streams during the 2018-2019 bear market. You were there every time. I'm not sure why YouTube took away my mods. I'm not sure why. Anyway, guys, you know, there's not too much to discuss with price action right now. I mean, we have lower highs right now in the market. We're sustaining above 8,000. But we do have, you know, a lower high here around 9,100 or 9,200. So it's, you know, there is a possibility for continuation to the downside. It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, always assume the market could go lower no matter what you do. That way you're always ready for it. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here during the halving to show you guys, or to hang out with you guys, I mean. I wasn't even thinking about doing it, and then a lot of people in my Discord were saying that I should go live. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it for the community, I'll do it for you guys. You guys can join that Discord too if you want. But yeah, guys, also, if you guys didn't watch my video from today, which has a similar thumbnail, if you didn't watch this video, you got to watch this video, because a lot of people haven't been asked the questions that I ask in this video. You got to be ready for the future, right? You got to know why you're in crypto. You got to know what your purpose in crypto is. You got to be trading with a purpose. You got to be investing with a purpose. You can't just go with the wind, right? It's less about price. It's more about me just talking about my mindset. But anyway, guys, I mean, we watched the halving take place. Happy halving to all you guys out there. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, guys, I mean, I just wanted to come on for the halving. Wanted to watch it take place. Wanted to talk to the community. Gave you my thoughts on the whole event, everything. I'm probably not going to stream for all that much longer. Not all that much longer. Also, you guys, you know, join the Discord. All the links in the description there. Follow me on Twitter as well if you're not following me on Twitter. And also shout out to all the people who donated. David Kim is also a mod in the Discord. If you want to talk to David, hop in the Discord. JD Ree, much appreciated. Bob Gasper. Shout out to John Wayne for the 3 donations from John Wayne. Como, shout out to Como. Shout out to Polynesian USA. Shout out, and a major shout out to Jazzy Ban, who came in with 3 donations and one at the amount of $50. Told me that I'm amazing, along with the $50 donation. Doesn't get any better than that. Also, Elizabeth Sinistral coming in with a 2. Much appreciated as well. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for all watching as well. I think we got close to like 1,000 viewers this stream, which is pretty cool. Before you guys head out, definitely hit that like button on your way out. And again, guys, the platform that you see me use in all my videos is the CryptoWatch platform. This platform right here. And if you join the Patreon, you can actually watch me manage my altcoin portfolio using this platform. So if you want to support the channel and see something like that, join the Patreon. Anyway, guys, Bitcoin halving just took place. Everything's working out great. Short term, who knows what the price is going to do. Long term, this is very bullish for Bitcoin because it gives, miners are getting rewarded less, which means there's less Bitcoin to dump on the market, which allows for long-term price appreciation, which allows for a bull trend to form easier. But again, if the stock market sees some major downside in the near term or medium term, that could just make Bitcoin trade sideways for a few more months. But I think ultimately we will be entering a bull market by 2021. By 2021, I would say, most likely. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all you guys out there. You guys are all amazing. Happy halving to everybody. I think we're at block 630,001. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. I will see you all in the next stream or video, whatever it is I decide to do.